Well, my name is Lisa Elson, and I was diagnosed with terminal cancer a little over 4 years ago. I was working full-time and had, provided for myself and taken care of myself, and here I was suddenly thrust into not only the terrifying situation of what physically I was going to experience, but a loss of income because I was very quickly physically unable to work. Had to have major surgery right off the bat, and followed by radiation and chemo. And so my first call to GYNCA it just changed my life. And I don't think I could have survived the last 4 years. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what chemo was. I didn't know what radiation would do. I had no clue about any of this. And that was, I think, that was a really cool something that the organization offers, to let you talk to somebody who can at least give you a general idea of what you're getting ready to experience and what you can prepare for. Cancer is just not a physical diagnosis. It affects every area of your life. It affects you emotionally, mentally, physically, and financially. I've paid all my bills all my life. I've never had to go anywhere to ask for help. So it was really hard for me just to pick up the phone and call to begin with, because I'm a very proud person and I'm not used to having a need that I couldn't take care of myself. And before we hung up the phone that day, Jan had already set in motion getting my rent caught up and paid and my utilities. I mean, while she was talking to me and I was sharing with her, she was taking care of all that in the background. They've been part of what has helped me survive for the last 4 years. GYNCA has never failed to be there for me on all those levels. They've become like family to me. I mean, Jan is part of my family, and I mean, when I go to the doctor and have a checkup and have news or have a scan, she's one of the first people that I call to let her know how things are going, or sometimes she calls me before I even get a chance to call her to check on me to see how I'm doing. And so the financial support has been so very crucial, but the emotional support and the friendship and, the encouragement and just feeling connected to someone that cared. I get to talk to somebody on the other end of the phone who's not only helping me pay my bills, but she's crying with me. And she's praying for me, and she's checking up on me and making sure I'm okay. And she's just become part of my family. I feel like GYNCA is part of my family.
Life is what you do with it. Always has been and always will be. And I kind of live by that credo. You can't force what life brings you. It's what you do with it that makes a difference.
Mom was a very big, vibrant person and would light up a room. And her life source was feeding on the energy of other people. And that's what made her tick every day. And so the more lives she touched and the more people that she could draw strength from, and vice versa, is how she lived every single day. I got more out of her in the short time she was involved in my life than most people will get in a lifetime. And I'm very grateful for that, although it's never enough time. The reality is, Mom showed us how we need to live each day fully and make the best out of life. She was grateful that she had just one more holiday and one more day to watch the birds. That was never something that she took for granted. Just to remember that life is about connecting with other people and sharing your heart. And live life to the fullest, because none of us know how much time we have.
She was one of those unique persons that had that personality that, it didn't matter who you were, she was going to treat you the same and make you feel special. I think having a program like GYNCA to be able to help offset some costs that people may run into, looking at some of the doctor bills that we were faced with, is staggering. And the things that GYNCA is able to do in helping people get through this process really, really means a lot. I know with my mom, it was, again, it gets back to the social aspect of her life. She was able to meet and touch a lot of women that were in the same boat as her, and they could all confide in each other, get themselves through different hard times, or make them aware of things maybe to come. And I think there was a lot of comfort in that for my mom and other women.
I'm going to be able to give back as much as has been given to me, and more, I hope. That's what I would like to do. And if I could go to each individual person that's ever contributed or sent $1 or 50 cents or $1,000 and thank them and set them down and really explain to them what it means when you don't have to worry about paying your rent, I wouldn't have made it without all the love and the help and the support of my family and my friends, and of people like Jan, who has made a tremendous difference in my life personally. No one can beat this alone. You have to have people that care. I have found, of all the organizations that I've worked with and been in touch with, that this GYNCA has been the organization that's been there for me, no matter what. There are people that have already been there, they've been through it, they understand so much more than you would even begin to imagine. And even when they can't understand, the compassion and the caring has just been phenomenal.